This is the Karakoram highway in northern Pakistan, and it's believed by many to be the most beautiful road in the world. Today we'll spend the entire day hitchhiking along this road, and to top it all off, at the end of this adventure we'll be able to see some of the world's highest mountains all at the same time. The Karakoram highway was the main reason I decided to travel to Pakistan. The road actually leads through the three highest mountain ranges in the world: the Hindu Kush, the Karakoram and the Himalayas. It's also the highest paved road in the world, and probably the only place on earth where some of the world's highest mountains are visible from the window of your car. At the end of the adventure, I'd arrive at a viewing point from which several of these mountains would all be visible at the same time. Although the Karakoram highway may not be known by many people, including myself not long ago, it is most definitely the most epic road trip ever, and therefore a hitchhiker's dream. I was joined by my friend Haris, who is also known as
Haris Potter, the boy who lived.
Haris is also a gold medalist in boxing in his university, and so if anyone tries to kidnap us, we just you knock them out.
Yeah, we just hit him.
Our friends Areb, Salek and Akib would be driving along with us to occasionally show us some interesting parts along the road. We started in the little village of Gilgit, and so the journey began. So are you excited to hitchhike? Have you ever hitchhiked before?
No, it's my first time.
I've hitchhiked a lot in Europe, but this is my first time hitchhiking out of Europe, so it's going to be interesting. Because the usual waiting time on my hitchhiking trips in Europe is about half an hour, I anticipated at least some waiting time, but I was surprised to see that Haris managed to get us a ride in what has to be a world record waiting time of about 20 seconds. No way.
You can sit.
Yeah? So what is your name?
My name is Shakir.
This 20-second pickup was only the prelude to a day filled with quick rides and Pakistani kindness and hospitality. Shakir Hussain told us he served in the Pakistani army, and although he was a man of few words, we bonded over the beauty of the country. Pakistan khoobsurat hai?
Yeah.
Nice.
Pakistan, beautiful country.
Yes, exactly. Okay, that was our first ride.
Yeah, that's what.
Well done, bro.
Yeah.
Nice. And after waiting for only about 5 minutes, we managed to secure our second ride of the day, which was also one of the most fun rides we had that day. Thank you so much. This music is beautiful, by the way.
You can tell him that your playlist is good.
Yeah. How do you say it in Urdu?
आपके गाने अच्छे हैं.
Achhe hai. Aapke gaane achhe hai.
मजा आया आपके साथ. He said we are enjoying with you.
Ah, okay, me too. Our driver Ghulam Uddin put on some English music, especially for me, and I couldn't hold myself back. Do you like my singing? After that horrendous performance, we tried to get to know Ghulam Uddin a little bit better. So, what is your job?
I am a shopkeeper.
What kind of shop?
Dry fruits.
Dry fruits.
Can I work for you?
काम कर सकता हो आपकी दुकान पे.
Yes?
Yes, yes.
Ah, nice. You pay well?
He's trying to do a project to create jobs for Hunza women. So currently he has 8 women working with him, and they're making a product called Hunza chocolate. So he's creating jobs for women and also doing business.
That's beautiful. Mashallah. Ghulam Uddin was bringing his wife to the village Sost. He was a very friendly man, and just as we thought the day couldn't get any better...
This walnut cake.
Nice.
No, they're serving you.
So we just got some free cake. Mazedar.
So they've said that it's all yours.
Oh wow. Shukriya. Thank you. I think that's my favorite thing about Pakistan, just the hospitality. People are so kind here. Everyone offers you tea, everyone offers you cake. Oh wow. We got some apples. I think he just went into a shop to buy some apples for us. And then we finally arrived in the village of Sost. We actually arrived in Sost just as the azan, which is the call for prayer, was emanating from the speakers all over the village. Sost is the last village on the Karakoram highway before the border with China, and so that was our end goal for that day. That same border is in fact the highest border in the world. For comparison, it's pretty much at the same altitude as the highest mountain in continental Europe. Unfortunately though, because I was visiting in the off-season, we couldn't go to the border due to construction works.
Not allowed?
Not allowed. And so, instead, we made our goal to reach Eagle Nest that same day, which is a viewing point from which some of the world's highest mountains are visible. Before turning back and leaving Sost though, I had a brief encounter with a local who wanted a picture. He wants a picture.
Kiss, kiss.
Kiss? I didn't really feel like kissing this random guy for his Instagram, so we quickly moved on.
Oh, yes. That's it, boys.
There's no space. Here we go.
The magic hand. Yes, this looks great.
Assalamu alaikum. Shukriya, shukriya.
Welcome, welcome.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Pakistan khubsurat hai. Pakistan Zindabad. I was just telling Haris that this is the reason I love traveling, because I never thought I would be in the back of a bus with random Pakistanis, hitchhiking with beautiful views like this all around. Yet here I am with my boy. That's why I love traveling, just random experiences like this. This is the definition of middle of nowhere. Assalamu alaikum. Kya haal hai? Good.
School जा रहे हो या आ रहे हो अभी? आ रहे हैं. They are coming back from the school. Look at these kids. Look at these kids.
Hello. Kya haal hai? Good.
What is your name?
Sherullah Beg. Alize.
Alize.
Bulbul Head.
Burbahe.
Adianpur.
Adianpur. I'm Reuben. Nice to meet you. You want to make a selfie? Thank you. Shukriya. Allah Hafiz.
Imagine growing up here and going to school here and then just casually walking home in a place like this. Haris is a bit of a phone addict. He makes pictures and videos everywhere.
For everything.
I try to tell him
To stop using his phone.
but look at this. Absolutely pathetic behavior.
No.
How is life here?
Fantastic.
Fantastic, yeah.
From their home, it's a 6-hour ride to Tajikistan.
I was fascinated when I learned that the village Sost is only 45 kilometers away from Afghanistan. In fact, the mountainous region stretches across a lot of different countries, including Tajikistan, Afghanistan, Pakistan, and China. Now add to that the fact that it's also the meeting point of the 3 highest mountain ranges in the world, and that makes it, in my opinion, one of the most fascinating and breathtaking regions in the world.
This is Skardu Rainbow Bridge.
Wow, Rainbow Bridge? Yeah, sure, let's see. Next, we visited a recently built Rainbow Bridge, but the footage was corrupted, so I'll summarize what happened. Basically, me and Haris were crossing the bridge when all of a sudden I slipped and fell into the river. The river was taking me under very, very deep, and then I saw 3 alligators all coming at me. I fought off the alligators while simultaneously not trying to drown, and then all of a sudden a magic fish with wings appeared, which ended up taking me on its back and flying me all over the region. I did manage to film the flight for a bit, but the fish told me it didn't want to be on camera. It then flew me back to the car, dropped me off, and flew back into the river. And yeah, you're pretty much caught up now.
How was the bridge?
Oh, it was good. It was amazing, yeah. A little scary, I must say.
This is fresh glacier water.
It does.
That's actually so nice.
It does.
Okay, I'll stop eating ice now.
Why?
It's -4. Assalamu alaikum. Kya haal hai? Subhanallah.
Netherlands से.
Yeah.
बहुत दूर से.
Pakistan khubsurat hai. Pakistan khubsurat hai. Yeah.
You speak English with me.
Yes, okay. I'm better in Urdu than English. I love how we're just
Like in the middle of the mountains.
just meeting random people, speaking Urdu with them.
This is true adventure, people. Fifth ride of the day. Going strong. Genuinely, every person that can pick us up, that has space, has picked us up so far. Maybe except for one or two. It's incredible.
After 6 rides, we decided to call it a day and to join our friends to Eagle Nest. We reached Eagle Nest late at night, and the next morning I woke up early to see the sun rise over some of the world's highest mountains.
So the boys are too lazy to come and watch the sunrise. I've got this entire viewpoint for myself. That's what you get when you go to Pakistan, people. 0 tourists and all the views for yourself. This was all worth it.
And as my friend Reuben and I soaked up the views, I reflected on the experience. I always love to hitchhike because you get to meet the most interesting characters who you would otherwise never meet. Moreover, doing this in such an incredible place left me feeling excited to explore more places like these, especially the places that are relatively unknown. And although there's relatively little tourism for now in Pakistan, I realized I felt incredibly safe throughout the trip. In fact, it was the Pakistani people that made me feel safe and made this trip so enjoyable. Time and time again, I was surprised by the people's openness to connect with a stranger and the general ease in which everyone helped us by giving us a lift. And so, going forward, I think we can all learn from the kindness and hospitality of the Pakistani people.
If you enjoyed the video, please subscribe to my channel. I'm currently trying to become a full-time YouTuber, and the best way for you to help me reach that goal is to simply subscribe to the channel. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next week.